switch it up. Switch it up. Flip the script, now they watching us. Every drop go crazy, they ain't stopping us. Live on the mic, get a true hit different. If you want real talk, better switch your vision. Switch it up. Yeah, we built this lane, no gimmicks, no cap. Yeah, we speak that game from the bottom to the top. Now we run that stage, switch it up, podcast, yeah, remember the name. I was building this vision while they sitting there doubting me. Now every time I drop, got them all talking about me. No gimmick, no filter, every line got accountability.
What's going on, people? What's going on, people? We have technical difficulties, but we're gonna get it together. We're gonna get it together. We're gonna get it together.
As per usual.
How you doing there, sir? How we doing today?
Wow, we doing well. Yes, sir. How about yourself, man, over there, other than them technical difficulties? How we doing? Light shirt. Sound good?
Year. Now is the newest member of the Los Angeles Lakers.
You hear that?
Over 2 decades before it happened in real life, putting on a show fitting for Hollywood as the NBA's Rookie of the Year and fitting in as the perfect sidekick to Shaquille O'Neal, who thanks to an MVP season of his own would lead the Lakers to the NBA Finals in just LeBron's rookie year.
That's all I needed. It became personal with me.
But in the end, the Lakers duo would be humbled by the Chicago Bulls, who are led by his heiress Michael Jordan, as he'd be winning title number 5 of his career. So while LeBron could potentially be his successor as a face of the NBA, despite his impressive rookie season, he has a long way to go, especially as we move on to 1998, where the Bulls would keep it up to win yet another.
That's not the one.
I was gonna say, because I don't. That story, nah. Hypothetically speaking, it wasn't gonna happen that way.
This right here is gonna make you think, what if?
What if, huh?
It's not working the way I thought it would work. There you go. Okay. There you go.
You don't think I could have won 3 with T-Mac?
Today we're swapping Tracy McGrady and Kobe Bryant's careers to find out if T-Mac and Shaq can find their predicted success together, and if Kobe can win some championships in McGrady's place. This insane career swap is starting off in the 1996-97 season, where T-Mac would be heading to LA. And right off the bat, he would be planting the seeds to what's sure to be a very successful career, not only averaging 12 points as a rookie, but pairing up nicely with Shaquille O'Neal. And these two will not only be trying to win one championship together, but they'll also be attempting to replicate the 3 won by the Lakers in real life in the early 2000s. But while that in itself won't be easy, there's the added twist of Kobe being one of his competitors. Because in the 1998 season, Kobe would be heading all the way up north to Toronto as a centerpiece for a team that's only a couple years into their existence. But while that would provide him the opportunity to put up any shot he liked, the team as a whole would be pretty bad, especially in comparison to the Lakers, who'd have a very successful regular and postseason, winning 62 games and making it to the conference finals. And even though in the end they'd wind up losing to the Rockets, for T-Mac specifically, it's farther than he ever made it in real life, so keep that in mind. But in Toronto, there would be some hope that they could win a title one day, as in 1999, Kobe would be teaming up with Vince Carter, and they'd be the bounciest duo in the league by a very wide margin, even winning enough games to finish as the number 4 seed. However, as exciting as the Raptors are, there's one major problem Kobe will be facing in the future that'll affect his ability to win a title with them. But before we get into specific details, the Lakers would be making it to the conference finals in comparison to the Raptors, who were eliminated first round. But facing them would be a very good Portland Trailblazers team that includes the likes of Rasheed Wallace and Arvydas Sabonis. And as a whole, they'd be slightly better than the Lakers, defeating them in 6. However, as bad as that may be, the Lakers are knocking on the door of the finals. But to conclude the season, Reggie Miller's Indiana Pacers would eventually be the ones to raise up the Larry O'Brien Trophy, and with that said, a new millennium is here. 2000 season would tip off with Kobe and T-Mac having drastically different seasons. In the case of the Raptors, the previously mentioned problem they'd run into is that the Kobe and Vince duo would be running out of time. As just like T-Mac in real life, Kobe's only playing 3 years with the team, with his next stop being Orlando as soon as next season. Bryant would average 28 points in only his 3rd year, but with the Raptors being eliminated in the 2nd round, he and Vince wouldn't have time to build up experience together. And as a result, this dynamic duo is going to wind up as a what-if. But for now, it's time to focus back on the Lakers, who would be making it to the finals for the first time, keeping history the same in that regard. But as we've already seen, this NBA universe is completely different from the one in real life. Not only have we already seen a brand new champion, but the Lakers will be facing a brand new opponent for the championship, with it now being the New York Knicks, making it perhaps the most watched and anticipated NBA Finals ever. And in the brightest of spotlights, T-Mac would average 26 over the first 2 games to help lead the Lakers to a 2-0 lead. But what would really decide this one would be the center matchup between Shaquille O'Neal and Patrick Ewing. With the latter being 36 years of age compared to Shaq, who won MVP at 28, there would be no stopping the Lakers, taking Game 3 to go up 3-0, and eventually Game 4 in Madison Square Garden to finish off the finals with a sweep. At the moment, their previously mentioned theories are correct, and now it's just a matter of seeing if they can continue winning these titles. For now, though, with 2000 done, the 2001 season would obviously follow suit, and as mentioned earlier, Kobe would be moving down to Orlando for a fresh start. And that would include both a scoring title, All-Star appearance, All-NBA selection, and most importantly, the MVP award, his first of such, with the Magic as a team following suit, finishing as a number 1 seed. But while that's the first time he's finished so high, the defending champs would be the first seed for the 3rd consecutive year, heading to the conference finals for the 4th. Once again, Shaq would run into Patrick Ewing, who is now a member of the Sonics, and at this point it may be elder abuse as he'd win that matchup again, sending he and T-Mac back to their second straight finals, to face either Kobe's Magic or Reggie Miller's Pacers. But despite Reggie already winning a championship in this universe, it would be Kobe protecting home court with 2 wins to open the series. And back in Indy, these two guards would wind up splitting the next 2, which would give Kobe a 3-1 lead. But Kobe's path to the finals wouldn't be smooth by any means. Reggie would lead the Pacers to a couple wins, tying up the series 3-3. So even though Kobe would secure a blowout win in Game 7 at home, it wasn't easy for him as he heads on to LA. However, even though Kobe would be more than capable to go toe-for-toe with T-Mac, the issue would be Shaq, who's the unquestioned leader of the team. No matter who the Magic threw out the 5, he would be having a bad night, with Kobe now staring down a 3-2 deficit. And even though in Game 6, Kobe would have the advantage over T-Mac individually, there would be a 300-pound issue on the other end that the Magic can't account for. Into Shaq. Down low, left-handed layup, no good, gets his own rebound and the dunk. Shaq taking over, T-Mac only has 12, Kobe with 26. And that wouldn't be the end of Shaq, as just a few possessions later, he'd be right back at it again. The pass down to Shaq again, 2 straight dunks. But despite all that, this game would still be close, and Kobe would have a chance to force Game 7, down by only 2 with less than 2 minutes remaining. Kick out back to Bryant, 5 seconds on the shot clock, driving left, pull up mid-range, he's gonna get the shooter's bounce. 141 remaining, 89-89, McGrady's gonna bring it up, guarded by Bryant. Driving, the pass down to Shaq. Orlando finally gets a stop. Kobe's going to push in transition over to Armstrong. Slows it down, 16 seconds on the shot clock. Kobe calling for it on the left side. He goes to the corner. The spin move. The kick out to Kobe. 1:17 remaining. In and out dribble. Going middle. It's blocked by Shaq at the rim. Fisher's going to walk it up. LA playing at a slower pace. McGrady coming up off the left. Fox on the right. His three-pointer's good. The Lakers are up by 3. If they hold on, they're going back-to-back. Orlando calls a timeout. 51.1 left. Orlando down by 3. Armstrong calling for it. They don't get it to him. They throw it down to Kobe, but it's intercepted by T-Mac. A bad pass from Orlando's center. They kick it out to Fisher. Back over to McGrady. Shaq has Kobe on him. McGrady with the pump fake. LA's offense is stalled. 7 seconds left. They get it down to Shaq. The double team. McGrady, left-handed floater is in and one. And that would basically be the dagger. After several free throws, the Lakers would be going back-to-back, proving that last year was no fluke. And as good as Kobe was individually, there's a talent gap between these two teams that few can overcome. However, as good as the Lakers may be feeling right now, they would not be three-peating in 2002, as in the conference finals, they would be losing to Kevin Garnett's Minnesota Timberwolves. Very interestingly, they've also dipped down to the 3 seed, so that's something that'll have to be monitored going forward. However, in the case of Kobe, while his season would be better on paper going as far as the conference finals, he would wind up losing as well. Eventually, he will be going to Houston, pairing up with Yao Ming, who may be the sidekick he really needs. But for now, the Spurs would win the 2002 championship, setting Kobe and T-Mac up for the 2003 season. And in what's now his 3rd MVP campaign, Kobe would surpass his real-life scoring average at this time by a long shot, going from about 25 points per game to well over 30, and as a result, he'd be returning to the finals in June. However, T-Mac would have a fantastic individual season as well, averaging 27 points per game nightly, which is an impressive figure considering he shares the ball with Shaq. However, these two would run into a major issue in the Western Conference Finals, which would be nothing short of a disaster. They would be up against Chris Webber's Sacramento Kings, who'd win not 1, not 2 in LA, but 3 straight games heading back to Sacramento to open the series. And that would pretty much seal the deal there, as a few games later, they'd send the Lakers home. T-Mac and Shaq have seen a ton of success, and as far as the decade goes, they're the only ones with multiple championships. But they've been a little more on and off than the Lakers in real life. And as a result, the Kings would be playing Orlando in the finals. But Kobe would be having his best season yet, and as a 3-time league MVP with 2, he would lead the Magic to 4 more wins to win his first title, their first ever in franchise history. This is a massive change from real life, as Kobe would also win his first finals MVP way ahead of schedule. And there's no doubt in this universe that he can win a title as a number 1 option. Question that T-Mac will eventually have to answer for himself, as the 2004 season would be the last one he'd play out with Shaq. At the very least, it would be ending on a high note, as the two would be in the finals against New Jersey, where they'd win their 3rd title. But in the 2005 season, T-Mac would be all alone, as Shaq is now in Miami. We'll check back on him in just a moment. Because in other news, Kobe would now be in Houston paired up with Yao Ming, and these two would be super successful in their first campaign together, finishing as the Western Conference's #2 seed. And as far as the postseason would go, if we look back at T-Mac, he'd be losing to the third-seeded Denver Nuggets, led by Carmelo, despite averaging career highs. And that ties right back to the Rockets, as if he had won, he'd be facing Kobe in the second round. But instead it would be the Rockets duo versus Melo, where in the end, Houston would advance to the Western Conference Finals. However, that would be as far as this brand new duo would eventually go, as they'd be losing to one that's played with each other for longer. The Nash and Stoudemire Suns would defeat the Houston Rockets in 6 games, and eventually this team would win the title later on by defeating the Indiana Pacers. And that means we're moving on to 2006, which would play out much differently for T-Mac specifically, as he would average just barely under 36 points per game to win his first MVP, and the Lakers would be slightly better as a whole, going from the 6th to the 5th seed, even getting past the San Antonio Spurs in an upset in the first round. But in the second, T-Mac would run into Kobe and Yao, which would immediately show the gap between these two teams. As far as Kobe and McGrady, those two would be evenly matched. But the Kwame Brown-Yao Ming matchup would be very one-sided to say the least, leading to a 5-game Rockets win. As good as T-Mac is proving to be without Shaq, he's still going to need some help. For now, though, after defeating the Golden State Warriors in the following round, the Rockets would head down to Miami for a finals against D-Wade and, ironically, Shaq. And after the first 4 games, both teams would protect their respective home courts, putting the series at a 2-2 tie. And that's very ironic, considering immediately after, Miami would win on the road, and the Rockets would do the same back in Miami, setting Kobe up for his first Game 7 in his 3 finals appearances. One that would come down to a shocking ending. 4-point lead for Houston can secure the championship with a stop. They pass it into Shaq at the 3-point line. He's going to catch it off the dribble and go all the way. Cuts it down to 2. Of course, there is the free throw. He has to hit it, which is an adventure in itself. His free throw is going to get the friendly bounce, and all of a sudden it's down to 1. 19.9 seconds left. Yao Ming on the inbound. Throws a bad pass. It's picked up by Miami. The pass over to Wade. 14 seconds. Shot clock is turned off. Panic mode. 9 seconds left. Could be a crucial turnover. Shaq has it in the paint. He's guarded by Rafer Alston. He turns around. His hook shot. Shaq just had the craziest 10 seconds in NBA history. He could have been a hero. Why he went up with that soft hook shot, I have no idea. But barring some kind of actual miracle, the Houston Rockets are going to win the championship. And in what's maybe the most insane missed opportunity ever, the missed turnaround from Shaq would seal the Heat's fate, giving Kobe his second championship and Yao his first. And for the first time since the 90s, the Houston Rockets are NBA champions. But time keeps moving on, and we'll have to see if it continues in 2007. As far as the Lakers go, they'd have a similar result as the past couple years. T-Mac would do his thing, finishing 3rd in the MVP race, but they'd get first rounded for the second time in the past 3 seasons. And while the Larry O'Brien Trophy would be heading back to Texas, it wouldn't be going to Houston. Instead, it would be heading over to Dallas, with Dirk winning his first title. So with the decade coming closer and closer to an end, the 2008 season is here, which would be a very important one for T-Mac specifically, because he'd get his sidekick in Pau Gasol, a nightly double-double threat, which would directly lead the Lakers to the #1 seed, overtaking Kobe's Rockets, an achievement that would seem pretty good until they lose in the Western Conference Finals to the Denver Nuggets, and this just so happens to be the second time. And while we're on the topic of this Denver team going to the finals, they would be up against the Boston Celtics, who have just acquired Kevin Garnett. And to finish off the season, they would be the ones to win the championship, which will be very important.
Anything's possible!
Because in the 2009 Western Conference Finals, the Lakers and the Rockets would be meeting up for a chance to take down the defending champs. And this will be the last time that these two meet up as members of the same conference, as starting next year, Kobe will be moving out east. However, despite being up 2-1 and seemingly having the advantage, the Rockets would eventually lose this series in its back half, with the Lakers walking away in 7. And this would be the last game Kobe would play with Yao. His time with the team was very successful and memorable. However, he's now moving on to a couple new cities. But now that gives us the Lakers-Celtics matchup, and there are some key differences compared to when these two met in real life. On one end, it's 1 year later, and the Celtics are back in the finals for a second straight year defending their title. And in terms of this specific meeting, both teams would be tied up after the first 4 games, each splitting one in the other's arena. However, in Game 5, it would appear that the Lakers would have the advantage, with T-Mac leading his team to a 3-2 series lead. only for that optimism to be cut short immediately after when the series would go back to Boston. As late in Game 6, T-Mac wouldn't be at his best in the clutch. Here we go, T-Mac, top of the key, Boston up by 2. He crosses over, going to the left. He throws a bad pass right into Kendrick Perkins' hands. Ray Allen on the fast break. He's going to dump it down. Perkins with the layup on the other end. Boston is now up by 4. T-Mac again from the top of the key. Los Angeles looking for a bucket. About to get the screen from Bynum. He's going to throw it right to Perkins again. So this one would be going to Game 7. And you can only wonder if this one will be as theatric as the previously seen Houston-Miami series. Will T-Mac be able to bounce back from this poor Game 6 finish? Or will the Celtics be making a 3-2 comeback, raising the Larry O'Brien on his home floor? Here we go, 125 left. NBA Finals Game 7. Lakers 110, Celtics 104. 125 left. Garnett finds Pierce wide open at the top of the key. And Boston is only down by 3 with 1:17 remaining. McGrady's going to bring it up. Guarded by Ray Allen. In and out dribble. Spin move to the left. Good defense. He's going to pass it over to Gasol. Over to Lamar Odom with 9 seconds left. Bynum setting the screen on the right side. Odom guarded by Pierce. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Pierce playing fantastic defense. Forces Odom into a tough 3. It's rebounded by Rondo. 52 seconds left. Pierce with the crossover. Steps it back. Driving right. Left-handed layup. Cuts it down to 1. 2 straight buckets for the Truth. 42 seconds left. Still at the top of the key. Bynum's going to set him a screen. He's going to roll to the basket. This time the pass goes down. He dunks it with 2 hands. 2K just did the double timeout thing, where they call the timeout, inbound it, and call another one back-to-back. So there's 34.7 seconds left in the game. Still 24 seconds on the shot clock. Rondo with the pass over to Pierce. He's going to go to the right. The sidestep, step back is in. Paul Pierce with 3 straight buckets. The 15-footer goes down. Derek Fisher's going to bring it up the court. The pass over to McGrady. 16 seconds left.
Rondo
Gets Rondo on the switch. Up against the 6-1 Rondo. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. He's going to have to take a tough shot. He dishes it down to Gasol. His right-hand layup is going to drop with 6.3 seconds left.
If they don't hit Ray
Boston
Allen
looking for the tie.
These hypotheticals don't mean
Not much time left in the season. They pass it into Pierce. He's going to catch and fire from the corner over Odom. And we're all tied up. Paul Pierce has just made 4 straight
They don't even have
buckets
Ray Allen on the team.
to potentially force overtime. Still plenty left on the clock for the Lakers, though, to walk away with the win. They pass it into McGrady. Pump
there
fake.
he is.
Driving into the paint. Pierce with the block.
We're going to
Paul
overtime.
Pierce and Ray Allen almost hits the full court. So with that collapse, the Lakers championship celebration is now in
I
jeopardy.
feel like
Overtime wouldn't be much better
we
if
are.
they wouldn't pull away
I mean,
from
we
the
in
Celtics,
finals
who would keep
stuff.
it close again,
Yeah.
leading to another shocking finish. The Lakers
Like we
are
in
up
a
by
whole
1,
other era.
46.8 left on the clock. Kendrick Perkins on the inbound. Paul Pierce coming off the screen on the right side. He gets it at the free throw line. Driving left into Odom's chest. Pau Gasol with the rebound. The Lakers with a chance to extend the lead. They pass it over to McGrady. He bobbles it, but secures it. 34 seconds left. Pau Gasol going to the right corner. Bynum's about to set the screen. McGrady's going to pull up from 3. It's rebounded by Garnett. The Lakers playing for a stop for the championship. Rondo, guarded by Fisher, gets the screen from Garnett.
Oh!
He's going to drive 2 feet in the paint, kicks it out to Perkins. They're running a play for Ray Allen. He's going to shoot a 3, a couple feet behind the line. It's rebounded by Fisher. Well, not a couple feet behind the line, but a little bit behind it. Either way, Derek Fisher first free throws in. And his second to make it a 3-point game with 9.8 seconds left is going to bounce off, fight for the rebound, picked up by Perkins. 6 seconds left. Rondo pushing it. 3 seconds. They throw it over to Ray. He's going to dunk it. And the Lakers blow a golden opportunity to end this one. The Lakers going to have to take a tough shot here. Will it be McGrady? He's running over to the corner. They pass it into Fisher from 40 feet. Game 7 of the finals would be going into a
Fisher would've made
second
it.
overtime. Another back and forth, another close game, and the uncertainty of the championship still hanging in the balance. McGrady,
This is
128
crazy,
left,
bro.
line him with another screen. He's going to drive close to the baseline, step back, about 10-footer.
Hey,
It's
come
going to
on,
roll
man.
off the rim. The Lakers only up by 3 with 1:15 remaining. Paul Pierce has been the hero for the Celtics, has the ball in his hands. He passed it over to Rondo. He passed it over to Ray Allen in the corner. Good defense by McGrady. Boston dwindling down into the shot clock. Rondo's going to get the screen from Garnett.
Rondo about
He's
to
going
hit
to
that.
launch a tough fading 3, and it's gonna roll in.
Ray
Rondo,
John.
not known for shooting, has hit a huge shot.
No, he's
keeping
known
the
for
Celtics
clutch.
in it. 50 seconds left. The Lakers keep going to the pick and roll. And McGrady turns it over. Rondo's
Lawson
going to push
winning.
it on the break. He's going to drive. Hop step. Layup. Left hand. No good. Perkins with a putback. He misses that one point blank.
Freaking Perkins,
33
man.
seconds left. Tie game. McGrady. Hesitation. Pull up jumper.
Why
from
they
the
got rid of
elbow.
him, bro?
Los Angeles
They can't
is up
make
by
layups,
two.
bro.
A little bit
Open
of
layup.
chaos. But McGrady
Hey,
calms the
he's
Lakers
never
down
lost
and
a
gives them the
series
lead.
with the
28.3. Classic 2K double timeout.
Did you
Why
know that?
use one
Did you not
timeout
know
when you
that?
can use two on the same
Perkins has
possession?
not lost a
Either way,
series.
28.3 left. About 4 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. They can throw it into the backcourt. Pierce, guarded by Odom. Hesitation. Good defense. He's going to go Nash behind the basket. He's going to throw a crazy bounce pass, and the Celtics take the lead. Paul Pierce
That
put
was a
up the
play
most
out of his
insane
mind, bro.
jump in performance on the channel's history. That was
That's
a
great for
crazy
you.
pass. Out of all the heroics that he's pulled off in this game, the Celtics are a stop away from the championship. 9 seconds left. McGrady is going to drive right. He's going to take a jumper. No, he doesn't. He dumps it down to Bynum. Bobbles the pass. Layup
Game
is up
time.
and in. 0.2 seconds. And that's going to do it. And finally, we have an answer as to who's this year's champion. For the first time post-Shaq, it would be Tracy McGrady winning his 4th title, as well as securing his first Finals MVP, now passing his toughest challenge, one that many greats in the past have struggled to accomplish. But can he win one more to tie up Kobe's real-life total? Only time will tell, but while we're on the topic of Kobe, he would be the newest member of the New York Knicks starting off in the 2010 season. But his trip to the Big Apple would have some pros and cons. His numbers would go up, but the team as a whole would be pretty bad, finishing as an 8-seeded first-round exit. And as good as New York may be to him, he'll be leaving for another team as soon as next year. However, in contrast, T-Mac is staying as a Laker until 2016, and for the 2011 season, he'd be a first-round exit as well, with the Lakers dropping down to the 4th seed, eventually closing out the year with the San Antonio Spurs championship over the Orlando Magic. And that's interesting, as the power would be shifting farther and farther away from the Lakers as time would go on. In the 2011 season, T-Mac's stats would continue to go down, while in comparison, Kobe's numbers would stay relatively stable, still averaging well into the high 20s for the 2011 season as a member of the Detroit Pistons. And that would be encouraging, as if we fast forward to the 2012 season, he would be moving on to the Atlanta Hawks, making it Teague and Kobe time. And with the Hawks already being good
Teague
before
and
his
Kobe.
arrival, with the addition of Kobe, they would be the number 3 seed in the Eastern Conference, even
Josh
upsetting
Smith.
LeBron James's Heat, advancing to the NBA Finals, where in the face of Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, and James Harden, Kobe would be leading the Hawks to their first title in decades and his 3rd Finals MVP. And he would continue to steal the show. 2013, T-Mac's numbers would continue its nosedive, while Kobe, after a brief stint in China, would be signing on with the San Antonio Spurs for the postseason. And on this team, which already
That's
included
cheating.
Tim Duncan,
That's
Tony
cheating.
Parker, Manu
That's
Ginobili, and
cheating.
Kawhi Leonard, they
No,
would be
no.
walking to the championship, sweeping LeBron's Heat in the finals. And this would actually be it for Kobe's career, as this would be when T-Mac retired in real life, giving Kobe a finals record of 4-1 with 4 finals MVPs. But T-Mac's trip in Kobe's place was also very successful, even though he would be regressing in 2014, 2015, and eventually retiring in 2016. He would also have 4 championships and 0 finals losses. But if we look at the full picture, we can see that Kobe made the most gains in T-Mac's place, while McGrady won 1 less championship than Kobe in real life. But now that that's done, there's another question. Who's the greatest of all time?
What do you think about?
So we just gonna sit here and go way off LeBron James not making the finals at all? Like, I was cool with it until they just threw LeBron under the bus, bruh. I mean, that was bananas. LeBron would have made it to the finals to at least seen Kobe and T-Mac, hypothetically speaking.
Yep.
And then whooped on one of them. Or both. Especially in Miami. So, I mean, but overall, bro, it had me the first half of it. The second half they went way off, man, and Kobe bounced around a little too much. But that would be crazy. And I could not see T-Mac winning 4 rings, especially when Shaq leading the Lakers. Cool, man. But that was interesting, though, you know. It was cool. Cool to look at the what ifs, you know.
So
that's some wild stuff.
Hey, people, welcome to the Switch It Up podcast. Thought we'd switch it up and give y'all some. Switch it up, you know what I'm saying? First, before we get started, I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for everything that He's given us and all the tools and all the talents that He's given us to do this podcast. And we also want to give a shout out to Miss Katrina Munger of Busy Hands, who makes the merchandise for the Switch It Up podcast. We appreciate you. And if you're trying to get some yourself, just go on Facebook and look for Busy Hands. Guess what? As my co-host said, Busy Hands is getting busy, and she can make anything you need. So, with that, let's get into it, bro. But we ain't really had a chance. We didn't have some superstars on here. Hey, let's give a shout out to our Chi-Town family. We hope y'all looking, you know.
Oh yeah.
What's up, Chi-Town? I gotta say it. Because I told him every time I think of him, I got to say it. Big Mark. Miss Chandra. Y'all, Mr. Wobo, he just had a concert. I know he tore it up. You know, I know he did his thing. You know. But man, what's been getting me is how Mr. Towns has been tearing up. You know, I wish I had more body. I wish I had more body. You know, I ain't gonna call him the Tin Man. I'm gonna call him the Thin Man. I wish I had more body. I wish I had more body. He ain't got no wizard to come help him, bro.
Hey, that boy shook right now.
He more than shook, bro. He had Carl Anthony Towns all over him. Oh, and there was nothing he could do about it, bro. There was nothing he could do about it. That man was tiptoeing.
I speak. He said, in gym as we speak.
I said, man, this brother is showing us how to beat you. He's going to have a hard time his junior year. Oh, bro. Showing how to beat Wemby. Take him at the top of the key and just run past him? Yeah. Hey, you can be 7'4" and squat from the stands. But you got to pick them feet up, bro, because they looking like you got concrete in your rubber, bro. Like you got some orthopedic concrete. That's exactly what it looked like. Do you think New York got a chance, bro? Man, this thing. I'm sorry.
They got a chance.
I'm sitting up here losing consciousness. And you got that.
Hey, squeezed in the brain, bro. Squeezed in the brain.
I'm about to pass out right on. Whew.
Right on the set.
They were like, what's wrong with him? Do rag. Oh, he gone.
That's the don't rag. Don't be up this tight.
Go ahead. You got the
black
accent.
New York can smell it, man. But I'm gonna tell you like this. What I feel like with the history, obviously not making it in nearly 30 years, and the last time they made it, what happened? You know, Reggie, I still can't get over Reggie Miller, you know, with the choke sign, bro, putting his hand around his neck, saying, this is what you guys are, you know, and so I feel like the Spurs can come in and win the next 4. And everybody in New York gonna put up a choke sign again, but Jalen Brunson, he's the reason why I feel like they're gonna get this done, man. I mean, we know Karl-Anthony Towns has been a reason why Wemby ain't been Wemby, but Jalen Brunson, his presence outside the basketball games, bro, in the locker rooms and keeping them boys poised, like he got them understanding. Even if we go 3 straight, we're not celebrating.
Mm-hmm.
So,
That man walked through the locker room mad, bro.
yeah.
Mad.
And that's what scares me about him, because that's the mentality that Kobe would look at and be like, yeah, there he is. There's that Mamba, that Mamba-esque mentality. And it's going to carry to the championship.
Do you think he's becoming a legend in New York?
Oh, hands down. If he win it, he's a god in New York. If he lose it, it can be something there. Because the New Yorkers don't play, man. They don't play. They want this. They want this bad. So I would definitely say, yeah, man, legendary status is ready. It's coming. It's coming.
Wow.
I don't think he loses. I wanted to go 7. Watching that hypothetical you just put up, I want to see Spurs come back and win both in New York, and win the next one in San Antonio. And the Knicks come back.
Hey, Drew. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. They boys are gonna go back east, and they're gonna get some rest. And they're gonna get some of that new, some kind of calzones, some good home cooking, and they're gonna be home, bro. Our finals in the Garden. The last time they seen one of these, Patrick Ewing was alive and well, bro. Patrick Ewing and he wasn't bent in, bro. And he wasn't looking like he ready to chew on a Klondike bar,
No, man. Epic.
So you got to think about this. Bronson is playing at an all-time high. Karl-Anthony Towns, I mean, he's taking the assignment. Wemby ain't beat me. He's not better than me. I have been the benchmark for centers for a long time. And you're going to bring in the alien and say, this is what you want on your team to win championships? Nah. I'm about to show y'all he's the alien. I'm going to send him back where he came from.
Send you back up there somewhere else there.
But then it's a side people, man. Bridges, Anunoby, Josh Hart. These boys is coming through, bro.
Stepping up in a major way.
I think the last time they lost was in April, bro.
12 straight.
I'm telling you right now, bro. I'm gonna get them prize picks, bro. Hey. Well, is this how they do it? Cap it. Yeah.
You'll go like this with it.
Yeah. Hey, draft picks. We want them a part of the Switch It Up podcast. So if y'all hear this, please make us be a sponsor for us. We support draft picks. Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Got a question.
NFL season. That's when I get real about it in them drafts.
Yeah. Who would you rather build around today? Bronson, Anthony Edwards, Luka, or Wemby?
Whew. Oh, that's tough. That's tough. I think I'm building around Anthony Edwards, man.
Really?
Yeah. I just feel like he has the physicality. You know, he has the mental approach because he's putting in the work. You know, during the off seasons, during the on seasons, bro, he's putting in the work. He just don't have the proper roster around him.
Watch this. You know what's the difference between Anthony Edwards and the rest of them?
What's that?
Everybody on the list has been to the finals.
And I get it. But everybody on that list too, everybody on that list too, other than Wemby, has had to switch teams because they weren't doing well where they were. Or they were doing well, but they got traded. Something, you know. So at the end of the day, Anthony Edwards just had to, Rudy Gobert, bro. Them taking Rudy on that team is
he got to go, bro. He got to go. He got to go, bro. Rudy got to go.
I tell you.
I mean, they should have got rid of him during COVID, bro. That was their chance, bro. Get him up out of here, bro.
Was he there that long? I thought he was in Utah then.
No.
Yeah, no, that was Utah. That was Utah.
They shouldn't even took him. Get him out. Get him out of here. Get him up out of here, bro. Get him up out of here, bro.
I hear you, and that's the problem right there, bro. Like, he's great defensively, I get it, but in a postseason, you can't have a center that can't score, that can't stretch the floor. You just can't have it, you know. And so yeah, that's where I'm at with that, bro. Anthony Edwards, because he has everything you need in a player. You know, he's the future of any franchise. He's not built to last playing this physical from February to June. You know, Brunson right now in this finals is not the best player on his team. And so that's why I would say Anthony Edwards. Wemby is showing me why I don't want him. Like you just said earlier, you blow right past him.
Mm-hmm.
That's something you're going to exploit all year long. So it's got to be AE, bro. You get that man a superstar around him, and he's about to go and rack a couple up easily. Who you got?
So, I had to look at this list. Me personally, I'm gonna go with Bronson. I'm gonna tell you why. Bronson came from NBA pedigree. His dad, New York Knicks. He's been around basketball all his life. His life was already playing when he came out the rim. When he was born. Here you go. Here's the basketball. I know. Basketball. This is what you're gonna do. I know you can't say nothing. You're gonna say basketball, and it's gonna be basketball later. So everywhere he's went, even when he was with Dallas, you know, the only reason why he left Dallas, and he probably would have stayed there, and we would have had a bona fide guard in him. But his daddy called him and said, "When you become a free agent, son, come on over here. We need you. I want you to come on home because I believe in you. You are going to be the piece that we need. We need you to lead the charge, but we got some more pieces coming." He stayed over there, and he struggled for some years, man. And then, here come Cat. They trade Randall for Cat. Found out, they didn't say it to Minnesota, but Randall, he tears up the mentality and the morale of a basketball team. When Randall found out that he was trade bait, he was never the same again, bro. He was never the same again. So
I get it. And that's a tough one. But valid points. You know, Brunson is definitely a basketball pedigree, bro. Second generation kid. That's all he knows. He's tough as they come, clutch as they come. I just feel the same way about Anthony Edwards. While he's not of basketball pedigree, he's as clutch as they get in the NBA. And if I heard a rumor, it's gonna be a blockbuster trade. Kevin Durant, Minnesota. I don't know. We're gonna see where that leads, but you get that man his favorite player of all time, you're gonna see a whole different side of Anthony Edwards. And they will be in the finals.
I don't like that move for many reasons. I'm not going to say right now, but it does something to my spirit. And we don't need nothing else in the West. We need nothing else in the West. But talking about the West, where's the Super Bowl gonna be this year?
It's a good question. I forgot.
Is it gonna be in
Vegas, LA? I don't know.
It's gonna be in LA. So, I look at a team by the Los Angeles Rams.
Think they gonna do it again?
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. This came out of my mouth. They did it with Aaron Donald. I think they can do it with Myles Garrett.
My only difference between the two, Aaron Donald was on that interior line. Myles is on that edge. So you can double team Myles more. I'm not saying it's going to be
But so the teams that he has to go against in the West, let's really hear me out. You have the Denver Broncos, still a young team. They ain't got nothing for Myles, okay? The Raiders.
Wait, no, in the West?
Huh?
The Rams are NFC.
The NFC? Okay, let's go in. That's even worse. So that's even worse. Okay, let's go. Let's go Super Bowl champs, Seahawks. Do they got something to stop him? No, they don't. Because boy was running in the Super Bowl for his life. He was running for his life in that Super Bowl. He barely made the plays that he did make. Okay, let's go Cardinals. We don't even need to say nothing there. They've been diminished so goddamn much. We don't even know what if they got enough after draft. Who else? So definitely don't want to go Tennessee. Tennessee young and tender, bro. They're young and tender, bro. Huh? We can keep it going. We can keep. Matter of fact, let me just pull the teams up so we can just go right through them. I want to go right through these teams like water and switch.
I just pulled the schedule up. I just pulled the Rams schedule up, bro, and it's not no easy season. They got to see the San Francisco 49ers are open the year off.
Okay, so this is what I'm gonna tell you. They don't even know if all their running backs are healthy.
I get it. Hey,
okay.
Niners, bro.
There's a lot of defense and offensive line that left that team. Okay,
but do they not find a way every year?
They do find a way. They find a way every year. But okay. Let's say Let's say they even out. Okay, let's see. Let me go where you at. Let me go where you at.
Oh, look, I good. The Giants are after that. Week 2, week 3, they got the Denver Broncos in Colorado. Then you go to Philadelphia, and then the Bills come to see you. Then you got your division game. I think if they play the Cardinals, then the Raiders.
So we talking about okay. To start the season now.
First 4 games is about to be very, very tough.
Okay, that's okay. That's preseason. You know. Okay, so we're gonna go.
First 5 games actually: Niners, Giants, Broncos, Eagles, and Bills.
So really, August 15th is their first game. Is that?
Yeah.
Oh no, they got 3 preseason games. So no, not preseason. So 49ers, their first game, like you said. You know that can go either way. Okay. Giants, they about to get ran over, bro. They about to get ran over, bro. Broncos, they about to get ran over, bro.
No faith.
They about to get ran. Huh?
No faith in John Harbaugh for the
John Harbaugh.
John Harbaugh and the Giants.
No, bro. No, bro. They're not ready. Bro, they're not ready, bro. They're not ready, bro. So let me ask you something. If you inherit some raw meat and you ain't got the right heat to cook that meat, bro, but you've been the top chef for a decade, and they give you this raw meat with a little bit of heat, what you gonna do? You can't cook it, bro. You can't cook it the way you've been cooking it. You ain't got the heat that you used to have. You ain't got the heat that you used to have.
Let me answer your question. I'm gonna start cooking it a lot sooner than anybody else. Okay.
Guess what that means, bro? If you start cooking it early, bro, guess what happens, bro? Your meat get a little tough, get a little chewy. It's not as as what you call it. It's not as tender. It's not as tender to taste no more. It's rubbery. It ain't as good no more. So what you have to do? Throw it out and start all over again. And that's exactly what they're gonna do. The first game, the Giants ain't never had a first game opener. Just pew. Okay. Now, coaching might do a little bit of work, but the fact of the matter is they got Dart.
Yeah,
they got Dart. They got Dart year 2. And guess what? Miles is gonna be like this. Good. Tasty Dart.
Okay.
The Broncos. Who gonna be their quarterback, bro? Whoever he is, bro, he's gonna be running for his life. He ain't ready for that.
So you don't think Bo Nix gonna be? You don't think Bo Nix gonna be back?
He won't be back. He's not a Patrick Mahomes. The Eagles, you know what? That might go either way. I don't know with them not having AJ Brown as they protection blanket no more. We got to see how they look with just some speedsters. They ain't got no meat. They ain't got no receivers with meat.
This is true. This is true.
They got little flimsies. Huh? This is what they got. They got little flimsies. Just like that. Flimsies. You see that? Yeah. They just how they running down the field. Flimsies. Huh? Then you got the Bills. Okay, now we talking. And now we talking a big juggernaut, Mr. Allen. He can run, but you know what? I think Myles Garrett still gets him. He don't get him how he wants to, but I think he still gets him. I think he still get. Hold up! Remember, new playbook, new coach. We don't know it like the back of our hand no more.
Yeah.
Then you got the young Rams, the young Raiders. I don't care how much Tom Brady is talking to the rookie quarterback and coaching him up and talking to him about leadership. That team is not ready. They're not ready for that. But then,
we don't want
them
to be.
But then you come meet, a team that's, they added some pieces. They still added some pieces. Got some big bodies up front. Them Chargers. Yeah, I said it. Them Chargers. I don't know why I want to say it like that. I want to say it like an old man. Chargers. Gotta play against. And them boy gonna go down there and play against them Chargers. Them big boys. Them big boys, them boys that eat their meat off the bone and then eat the bone right after it. That's what kind of players they is. Yeah. That right there, it's gonna go however the defense go on either side. Because this game, if Matt get back there and get that boy, this game is gonna be
that
tough.
non-mobile boy. The non-mobile boy.
Yeah, he can be a little mobile, but it's gonna show who quarterback don't get hurt first. Yeah,
man. Matthew Stafford is sitting back there looking like a grandpa, bro. He ain't.
You talking about the MVP? The MVP? The MVP. Okay.
What I mean is, he was standing back there looking like a grown man all season long.
All season long. All season long. The MVP. Then
when you got Adams on one side and Puka on the other side, bruh, I'll be MVP.
Yeah. They picked up some more wide receivers too, but they're just stallions, bro. Stallions. Then next, you got the boy that messed his arm up, down with the Commanders. Huh? They're not gonna be ready. Then then after this,
they're gonna be ready by November?
Huh?
You don't think they're gonna be ready by November?
No, they're not gonna be ready, bro. That team, you can go ahead, but they're gonna be a team, but you go get a win on, bro. Their team is too old, bro. Their team is too old, bro. They got what's his name? They used to play with the Broncos, the linebacker. Forget his name.
Chuck.
No. He won a Super Bowl with
him. What's his name, man? I just had it. Von Miller.
You got Von Miller. Oh, the linebacker he's played for Seattle. Forget his name.
Wagner.
Old Wagner. I mean, all their veterans are like over 40, bro.
He said over 40.
They're like 39, 40, bro. They're like 39, 40, bro.
I think Wagner might be about 35, 36, 37-ish.
No, he older than that, bro. He older than that.
But Von Miller is fairly young. I think he about maybe 33 now. He ain't that old.
But
he still got a few more years in him, bro.
But he ain't no 33, bro.
Let's see here. So Bobby Wagner, 35.
Okay.
And Von Miller is he's 37. Okay. So
they're close.
They close.
They not moving. They not moving like they used to, bro. Everybody can't be a James Harrison, bro. They not built like that, bro. Then you get done. You go to the buffet. You go to the buffet. All you can eat cardinal meat. Then you go ahead and they take you to the store, to go get you some good meat. To go pack it at the Packers. Mr. Love ain't ready for that. He's not ready for that. I don't think Mr. Parsons is gonna be healthy by that time. I don't think he's gonna be healthy, bro. They done lost some defense, bro. They lost the edge rushers, bro. They lost the other edge rushers. Yeah, they in Dallas. Hey, to all my Dallas people. Yeah, get ready. We'll have a great season. Then
whoa, no. Wait. I need to know what they gonna do to Dallas. What's gonna happen Rams versus Dallas?
Hold on. I'm getting there.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
So they go to meat and potatoes. They go meat, potatoes, and biscuits with the Chiefs. They got AI running backs. That's private joke. That's private joke, y'all. They got AI running backs on Swole. That can go either way. Then they go back. They get towards the end of the season. It gets tough, man. I think the second go round. They beat the 49ers. I think second go round they beat the 49ers because now they know how to beat them. They played them, and then they get to the Cowboys. Yeah, in my heart, with all the defensive picks that they done got, and the line, I want to be like, woo! We gonna go in there and dominate. Dak ain't so healthy right now.
Well, I mean, that's a while from now.
And I think that because Dallas didn't get the trigger, because Miles wanted to go to Dallas, and they were working on it behind the scenes, and because he couldn't go to Dallas where he wanted to, I think he takes some little side hits. Yeah. That game right there, I'm gonna tell you right now, is gonna determine how good the defense that the Cowboys have improved. The offense is already prolific, but how good that defense has improved and can it keep up? Then you go back to the Seahawks. I don't know. I think Seahawks get them this time. I think the last two games between the Seahawks and the Rams, that's always a rivalry. I think they kind of figured out, what they want to do with this team. I think the Buccaneers is just an innocent bystander. I think they're innocent bystander. I think the Rams lose December 25th on Christmas, and then then the start of the year up, brand new year. They're thinking about that. The Seahawks are with us. Buck 'em, go Cowboy. Buck 'em, go Cowboy. And I think they finish the Rams off January 10th. He eat the meat right off the bone, bro. Gone. Telling you, bro.
Okay.
So I got this thing. Keep it real or kill it debate. Keep it real. Caitlin Clark is already one of the biggest stars in all of sports.
I mean, by name, keep it real.
Kill it. Women's basketball still isn't close to NBA popularity.
You gotta kill it. Kill it meaning it's not true, or it is true.
Yeah, it's kill it means it's not true. Like kill it, like when the women's basketball is still isn't close to the NBA popularity. Keeping it real is just saying, yes, that's true. But killing is saying, nah, it's not true.
Oh, gotcha. Yep. Yeah, Gordon, sadly killed that. No offense.
Yeah. Got another one for you, bro. Keep it real. It's Tom Brady. Tom Brady is going to become an elite owner and executive. Keep it real. You think that's a keep it real moment?
Kill it. Can't be great at everything.
Okay. Kill it. Great players don't always become great leaders off the field.
Keep it real.
So, that's all I got, bro. That's all I got, bro. You got something else, bro?
I mean, look, man, I think we covered a interesting hypothetical segment, you know?
I think it's gonna resonate. I think we're gonna have some more talks about that because we got some there's some more hypotheticals. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna tell you right now. It gets more stupider than that, bro.
I don't see how it get more stupid than that.
Magic and Jordan switch.
Wow. Wow.
But we're gonna say yes.
Switch. Ooh. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
We're gonna say that for another segment. So with that being said, hey, we got some stuff coming. Just want to let y'all know your boy is getting ready to drop his first single. Silence of the Man. I know my bro gonna say, don't do it. But you know what? Y'all get ready, man. Because we coming, bro. And I'm just gonna play y'all a little bit as we go out. I'm real proud of this, man. It's my first time doing something like this, but hey. Yeah. Check it. So, man, yeah, that's all it takes. One wrong move, flatline, no debate. Silence of a man, yeah, that's all it takes. Talk too loud, get lost in the way. Yep, he wanna be like broke, talk like broke, walk like broke. Sorry, little homie, there's only one, ain't no clone. Stop calling me out, that ain't what you want. You knocking on the door, that don't open for fronts. I move low key, I don't speak, I just show. While you loud on the net, I'm collecting my dough. You studying me like I'm something to quote, but you sinking your ship while I'm building the silence of a man. Yeah, that's all it takes. Coming near you. One wrong move, flatline. With that, y'all. Is that a sound? Yeah, that's all it takes. Say.
Script, just facts, no cap, just that. Whole team locked in, yeah. Remember that. Switch it up, yeah, we taking control. From the mic to the screen, yeah, we own this role. Every word, every bar, every story told. Switch it up, high tense, yeah, we break the mold.